Have you ever had deja vu? That moment where you get this really uncanny feeling that you've already been here before? Like you've already lived this exact moment you're in? Not just similar, but this definitely happened before. I want to explain what deja vu actually is from a metaphysical perspective. And no, you're not just imagining it. It's a real feeling and it happens for a real reason. Before I can explain what deja vu is, though, I need to cover a few basics about who we are and how we got here. First things first, you are a soul housed in a physical body. So in my case, my physical body has the name Syra. The soul inside also thinks her name is Syra because she's only consciously aware of this lifetime. But in reality, that soul has lived many lives in many places, likely under many different names. So before I came into this kingdom named Syradom, I made a life plan with all my peeps on the spiritual plane. We all have a spiritual family, guides, helpers, soul companions, who help us plan this life and then assist us as we live it. They don't control us, but they support us. Now, I know the idea of planning our own lives can be a touchy topic. A lot of us have been through stuff where there's no way I would ever sign up for that. Why would I ever choose to experience that kind of pain or chaos? I feel you. That's a much bigger conversation, and I'll save that for another episode. But for this explanation to land, you do have to be open to the idea that there is pre-life planning that happens on the spiritual side before we're born into a physical body. And that planning, it's intricate, it's detailed, it's very precise. As we plan it, we can see the experiences we'll have. On the spiritual side, there are very few secrets and limitations. You can essentially watch the movie of your life before you live it, kind of like a pre-production cut before it gets released into theaters. So you and your peer actors, the other souls involved in your story, agree to come into physical life together to help you live out the themes you want to experience. Because physical life is really all about experience. This is where thoughts and knowledge get put into motion. The spiritual side is more like a classroom where you read about things. For example, you can read about what skiing is like, but you'll never actually know what skiing feels like until you're there out on the mountain. So this life, my friends, is a ski hill. This is where you strap on the skis and hit the slopes, and yes, it can be bumpy. Now here's an important caveat. Even though we make a life plan with our spiritual buddies, we absolutely have to have the ability to diverge from it once we're here. Free will is totally real. There's no judgment around it either. It's simply a choice. But when you are on track, when you're moving through a part of your life that aligns closely with that original plan, and suddenly you get the feeling, wait, I've done this before, that's deja vu. Deja vu is essentially a download from your life plan. It's a moment where your soul recognizes what you planned and then realizes you're living it. A little bit of information seeping past that firewall. Because obviously, it wouldn't be very fun if you knew the entire story ahead of time. We as humans enjoy mystery. We enjoy suspense. It's the same reason we go to watch thrillers in the theaters. Or think about a rom-com. You already know the couple's probably going to end up together, but you don't want someone spoiling the whole plot for you. There's fun in watching it and experiencing it as it goes. As humans, we're story watchers, storytellers, and story livers. So to sum it up, deja vu happens when you live out a part of your planned life theme, and that recognition sneaks through the veil between the physical world and the informational world on the spiritual side. It's a sneak peek at the plot, except it happens right after you've already experienced it. So the next time deja vu hits, that split second where time folds and you know you've lived this before, let it ground you. You planned it that way.